What's up, everyone? FIFA World Cup 2026 has officially kicked off, and after digging into the group draws, I'm honestly shocked. Some of the biggest football nations on the planet have landed in groups that could decide their entire campaign before it even gets going. In today's video, we're breaking down which teams got an easy ride, which teams just walked into a real group of death, and how FIFA's brand new format is about to change the entire dynamic of this tournament. By the end of this video, you'll be able to predict your favorite team's fate. So make sure to like this video, subscribe, and hit that bell because we're bringing you daily World Cup reactions throughout the tournament. Let's get into it. First things first, let's understand exactly how different FIFA 2026 is from every previous World Cup. This year's World Cup features 48 teams split into 12 groups of 4, with each team playing 3 group stage matches, one against every other team in its group. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. A total of 32 teams will move on to the knockout stage, meaning the top 2 from every group, plus the 8 best third-place finishers also advance. Sounds easy, right? Oh, my team will qualify, no problem. But that mindset could be your biggest mistake. You still need a top 2 finish, or you're relying on third-place luck, and that's never guaranteed. Here's another twist nobody's talking about enough. FIFA designed separate pathways to the semifinals, specifically so the top-ranked teams don't meet too early. Spain, the top-ranked team, and defending champion Argentina were placed in opposite pathways, and the same separation was done for France and England. On the surface, that sounds exciting, but think about what it actually means. Whoever survives the knockout rounds, their opponent's strength is basically predetermined by these pathways. Some teams could have a noticeably smoother road to the final purely because of where they landed. This tournament is already underway. The group stage kicked off on June 11th with Mexico hosting South Africa at the historic Estadio Azteca in Mexico City. Think about that for a second. Mexico City's iconic stadium, the same venue from the 1970 and 1986 World Cups. This is the stadium where Maradona scored his infamous Hand of God goal back in '86. So symbolically, this opener was the perfect statement, history and the future colliding on day one. Now let's get into the real topic. Which teams got the most dangerous draws? First up, let's talk about the New York/New Jersey area. France, Brazil, Norway, Germany, and England will all play their group stage matches in the New York area. Stop and think about how wild that is. Some of the biggest powerhouses in football history, all concentrated in one geographical region. That means media attention, traveling fans, and pressure all stacked on top of each other in a single area. Now, let's talk host nations. All 3 host countries were already locked into their groups, Mexico in Group A, Canada in Group B, and the United States in Group D. Let's break down the USMNT's group specifically. The US landed in Group D alongside Australia, Paraguay, and Turkey, who earned their spot by beating Kosovo in the UEFA playoffs. We can't underestimate this group at all. Paraguay are known for being physical and defensively disciplined. Australia has been steadily improving over the last few years. And Turkey, on their day, this team can produce explosive, unpredictable performances. Yes, the USMNT has home advantage, but this group is far from the easy ride the media's been hyping it up to be. Now let's get a bit technical. How do teams actually advance when points are tied? The tiebreaker order goes goal differential, total goals scored, head-to-head record, fair play record, and finally a drawing of lots. That means every single goal matters. A 1-0 win counts way less for tiebreakers than a 3-0 win. Teams can't just sit back and defend. If you want to guarantee qualification, you've got to attack and score. Let's look at Group B as an example. Canada, the host nation, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Qatar, and Switzerland make up this group, running from June 12th to June 24th. This group is fascinating because Switzerland, traditionally one of the most organized, disciplined teams in international football, are the favorites on paper. But Canada has home advantage, and Qatar, having hosted the previous World Cup, brings tournament experience that shouldn't be ignored. Some groups have zero history, meaning these teams have literally never faced each other before. Group K consists of Portugal, DR Congo, Uzbekistan, and Colombia, running from June 17th to June 27th. None of these matchups have ever happened before, so every single game is a first-time meeting. What makes this group fascinating is Portugal, led by Ronaldo or his successor's generation, going in as heavy favorites. But Uzbekistan, playing in their first ever World Cup, will have everything to prove, and that kind of underdog energy can produce shocking results. Colombia is the wild card here too, one of South America's most unpredictable teams, capable of brilliance and disaster in equal measure. Just to put the scale of this World Cup into perspective, the draw ceremony itself was the first time this event was ever broadcast live on US network television, with Fox Sports airing 3.5 hours of coverage from the Kennedy Center in Washington, D.C. On top of that, the tournament spans 11 cities across the US: Atlanta, Boston, Dallas, Houston, Kansas City, Los Angeles, Miami, the New York/New Jersey area, Philadelphia, Seattle, and the San Francisco Bay Area, plus the host cities in Canada and Mexico. Bottom line, wherever you are in North America, the World Cup is basically in your backyard right now. All right, let's wrap up with my honest take. Number one, that New York/New Jersey group with France, Brazil, Germany, England, and Norway is going to be the most heavily scrutinized region of this entire tournament. If any of these giants stumble early, the pressure is going to be massive. Number two, host nations have the crowd advantage, but expectations are sky high. If Mexico, Canada, or the US get knocked out early at home, the criticism is going to be brutal. Number three, until with this new tiebreaker system rewarding goals scored, expect way less park the bus defensive football. Teams literally have to attack to guarantee qualification. So that's today's breakdown, the FIFA 2026 groups, the new format, and which teams got the toughest draws. Drop a comment below, which team do you think got the worst draw of the entire tournament? And which underdog team do you think could shock everyone? If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss our daily updates throughout the World Cup. See you in the next one. Thanks for watching.